my understanding students. I'm going to go through your final project for this unit. It is called A New Planet. In this project, you're going to work in a small group to discuss the 10 most important human rights on your new planet. Here's some background. A small planet has been discovered that has, let me see if I can move this, everything needed to sustain human life. No one has ever lived there. There are no laws, no rules, and no history. You will all be settlers here, and in preparation, your group has been appointed to draw up the Bill of Rights for this all-new planet. Each of you will have a different role in this country, and therefore the human rights you select will need to work for each person. Each group member will be responsible for writing about the decision behind 2 or 3 of your human rights. Follow the example slide. Here are the roles that you will have during this project. Each person needs to pick a role. When you make decisions for this group, you must think like the role you have chosen. For instance, if you choose parent, you must think about which human rights are most important to parents. Therefore, you'd want to consider the human rights that would directly impact children. The role you choose doesn't necessarily mean the same thing as a job. It's more of a position in life. Each person in your group needs to pick a different role, and then type your name after the role. So you'll be able to edit this slideshow. So you're going to type in here who is the parent, the doctor, the teacher, the lawyer, the musician, and the refugee. Now you need to pick a name for your country. Type it below and discuss how you came up with it. So when it says our country is named, you will type in whatever you come up with for the name of your country and then how you decided on it. Maybe you guys want to pick like your favorite color and your favorite, planet and put them together. Or maybe you want to combine letters from each of your names. It's up to you. You can come up with any name you want for your planet. Next, you're going to discuss. As a group, discuss and decide which 10 human rights will form your country's Bill of Rights. You must work together to make sure the 10 you choose will work in favor of each role in your group. You may use the rest of this slide to keep notes. So you can type down here why you decided on the things you decided. Rights. The next 10 slides are for your rights. Riley just joined me in the other room. On each slide, you will give title. You will title it with the name of the right. You will write 5 to 10 sentences about why your group selected this right. Talk about why this right is important to members of your group, who and what this right protects, how people will treat each other and be treated because of this right, and anything else you think is important. Each group member is responsible for 2 or 3 slides, depending on how many people are in your group. Be sure to put your name on the slide you create. See the next example slide for how to properly create your slide. As long as I can easily read your slides, you may customize them by changing the colors or backgrounds. So here is the example. First of all, you have the number and then the name of the human right. So this number is different from the number in the actual document. These are your 10, so they go in order from 1 to 10, but the number isn't going to match up with the number from the Declaration of Human Rights. So number 1 for this imaginary group was the freedom of expression. So there's the name and then the person who wrote the slide. Then there's 5 to 10 sentences about the importance of the right. Check slide 6 to make sure you answer everything. So you'd click back a slide to make sure that you answered it. You can read through this example to see what this person, me, wrote. It gives you a good example of what you should be writing in your slide. Now, all of the next slides that follow are blank for you to put in the information that is needed for the slide. So, in your small group, decide what your roles are. come up with a name for your country, discuss the 10 most important rights, pick a right that 2 to 3 rights that you want to write about, and then fill in the rest of the presentation with the information that you need. You will have a chance to talk with your small group in a Google Meet or through email or another way to make sure that everybody gets his or her voice heard. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.